Hello students, today we will learn that what is worm gear mechanism and what is the advantage of worm gear mechanism. So we will understand what is the basic principle of working of worm gear and why a very huge amount of mechanical advantage can be obtained by the help of worm gear, and the size of this worm gear mechanism is always compact. So by the help of compact size, how we can obtain very huge amount of mechanical advantage. Okay, so coming to the topic, very easily we will understand. See, this is a bolt, red colored bolt, which is coming out of the screen. Okay, means axis is coming out of the screen, and this is the nut of the bolt. Okay, so in case this bolt starts spinning, what will happen? Say if the nut is stationary, then it depends upon the direction of thread of the bolt. Okay, so this nut is coming out of the screen in case this bolt is spinning in clockwise direction. Similarly, in case the same bolt starts spinning in anti-clockwise direction, then this nut will start going inside the screen. This we know whenever we fasten any two parts by the help of nut bolt arrangement, then when we tighten the bolt, okay, then the advancement of the nut is always in axial direction. So same thing, this bolt is spinning, suppose in anti-clockwise direction, and this nut is not spinning. In that case, it is going inside the screens, and when it is turning in clockwise direction, then this nut will come out of the screen, and with a huge amount of force. This we know that when we tighten the nut of the bolt, then by a very small torque applied on the nut, a huge amount of axial force is developed on the nut. Okay, this we know well. So we know that how nut bolt arrangement works. Okay, now suppose I am taking only a part of this nut. Most of the nut has been removed, only a partial nut is there whose threads are meshing with this bolt. Okay, so still in case this bolt is turning, so either this part of the nut will come out of the screen or go inside the screen, depends upon in which direction it is spinning, this bolt is spinning, and in which direction the threads are made up of. Okay, so this partial nut will also behave like same as like that of full nut. That's it. Now very easy to understand how worm gear works. Actually this is the bolt and this is the gear. Okay, and the periphery of the gear is actually composed of the threads of nut. You can imagine like this. Okay, and this is the bolt. Okay, so what will happen in case this bolt spins, then it will exert the same force over here. Either this portion of this wheel, this gear will come out of the screen, depends upon in which direction it is spinning. It is clockwise, it will come out of the screen. In case anti-clockwise, it will go inside the screen. Okay, so actually the periphery of this gear is made up of threads, nut like threads, and this is a bolt which is called as worm, technically called as worm, and this is the gear of the worm. So actually it is a sort of nut bolt arrangement only. Okay, so over here what will happen, the spinning of this worm, it will start pushing this gear in corresponding direction. Okay, because this gear, the periphery of this gear is made up of nut like threads. Okay, this periphery of this gear is acting as a nut threading. Okay, and this is the side view of the system. You can see this is the gear and this is the worm. So actually worm is like that of bolt, and the periphery of the gear is actually composed of threads. Okay, so strictly speaking, this worm gear mechanism is not actually a gear, actually a sort of nut bolt arrangement in a different way. Okay, now what is the advantage of this? That a very high mechanical advantage can be obtained. Means if on the worm the torque applied is 1 Newton meter, you can obtain the torque on the axis of this gear up to 100 Newton meter or even more, depends upon what is the diameter of this gear. Okay, and the size will be compact, because if we want 1:100 mechanical advantage ratio, then with the smaller size we can obtain that mechanical advantage ratio. Okay, and the third thing is that the worm can drive the gear. Okay, if worm is spinning, then it will drive the gear. Okay, as this is the side view, and we can see that axis of this bolt is in this direction from left to right. However, of this gear it is coming out of the screen, so the axes are perpendicular to each other. Okay, so if worm spins, then it can execute motion of the gear. However, gear cannot execute the motion on the worm. Reverse action is not possible because of huge amount of friction between the threading of this worm and the threading developed over the circumference of this gear. Okay, so by this small lecture you would have understood what is the principle behind the worm gear mechanism. Thank you.